Military technology is always evolving, but this year Beijing made a move that's turning heads worldwide. On April 20th, 2025, South China Morning Post announced the successful test of a non-nuclear hydrogen bomb, a term that's both confusing and deeply concerning. They claim a weapon with the destructive power of a thermonuclear device, but without the radioactive fallout. If true, this could redraw the global balance of power. The timing is no accident. China is flexing its muscles amid rising tensions over Taiwan and the South China Sea. The announcement is shrouded in patriotic rhetoric and ambiguity, leaving the world to guess what really happened. With no independent verification, intelligence agencies are scrambling to determine if this is a real breakthrough or psychological warfare. Even if exaggerated, the claim alone forces a global reassessment of China's military capabilities. A weapon that promises nuclear-level destruction without fallout could dangerously lower the threshold for using weapons of mass destruction. To grasp the gravity of China's claim, consider the traditional hydrogen bomb, humanity's most destructive weapon. It uses a nuclear fission explosion to trigger nuclear fusion, unleashing devastation and radioactive fallout. China now claims to have achieved fusion using only conventional explosives, bypassing the nuclear trigger. If true, this would be a scientific leap, creating a clean bomb. Massive blast, minimal fallout. Such a weapon blurs the line between conventional and nuclear arms, making it more usable in conflict. This threatens the logic of nuclear deterrence, which relies on the horror of radioactive aftermath. A clean bomb could tempt military planners to use it, believing it avoids the catastrophic consequences of nuclear war. The world's arms control treaties and doctrines are unprepared for this kind of ambiguity. China's claim presents a weapon as destructive as a small nuke, but potentially rationalized as conventional. This new grey area could destabilize decades of strategic stability. Details of the Chinese test are scarce, but seismic data points to a major explosion at the Lop Nur site. The tremor resembled a low-yield nuclear blast, but lacked the seismic signature of a true nuclear detonation. Hours later, Beijing announced a clean, high-energy explosive device, emphasizing its non-nuclear nature. The timing and location send a clear message. China is advancing beyond its old nuclear program. The US, Japan, and Australia quickly demanded answers, while Russia called for calm. The United Nations urged transparency, warning of a new arms race. Domestically, the test boosts the Chinese Communist Party's image of strength. Internationally, it's a form of coercive diplomacy, deterring intervention, especially over Taiwan. By showcasing a unique capability, China is forcing rivals to rethink their military strategies. The world must now question whether conventional superiority is enough against this new threat. The big mystery: how did China achieve fusion without a nuclear trigger? Fusion requires extreme heat and pressure, usually only possible with a nuclear explosion. Theories suggest China used advanced conventional explosives, possibly combined with plasma physics or magnetic confinement. One idea: a sphere of powerful explosives creates a shock wave, compressing a fuel pellet of deuterium and lithium to fusion conditions. Super explosives or exotic materials like metallic hydrogen could provide the necessary energy. Some speculate about integrating high-powered lasers or pulsed power generators to preheat the fuel. This hybrid approach is at the cutting edge of physics and engineering. Miniaturizing such technology for a warhead would be a massive feat. If China has succeeded, it signals a leap in material science and microengineering. The world's understanding of China's technological capabilities may need a major update. If real, this weapon would transform China's military options. It fills the gap between conventional and nuclear arms, giving China a powerful new tool. Such a device could destroy aircraft carriers or bunkers without crossing the nuclear threshold. This could embolden China in regional disputes, especially over Taiwan. The weapon enhances China's anti-access strategy, threatening US and allied forces in the Pacific. The psychological impact alone could force adversaries to rethink intervention. China's no-first-use nuclear policy doesn't apply here, creating strategic ambiguity. Rivals would face a dilemma: how to respond to a non-nuclear weapon with nuclear-level effects. Possession of this weapon elevates China's global military status and could spark a new arms race. The PLA would no longer be seen as catching up. It would be pioneering a new era of warfare. China's announcement isn't the first pursuit of a pure fusion weapon. The US and Soviet Union both chased this clean bomb during the Cold War, but never succeeded. Projects explored laser-initiated fusion and advanced explosives, but the technology wasn't ready. Some research continued under energy programs, but weaponization remained elusive. Russia still shows interest, but no public evidence of a working device exists. China's public test leapfrogs quiet research elsewhere, forcing the issue into the open. Unlike the Cold War's stable standoff, today's multipolar world is more volatile. China's move sets a new benchmark, pressuring others to catch up. The precedent is no longer secret research, but open declaration, igniting a new arms race. The global balance of power may be entering uncharted territory. The world's reaction has been swift and anxious. Western leaders condemned the test, warning it threatens global security. NATO called an emergency meeting. Intelligence agencies are racing to verify China's claims. Arms control experts warn this exploits loopholes in existing treaties. China argues its device doesn't violate the letter of the law, but it clearly challenges the spirit. Russia and others urge caution, perhaps hedging their own bets. For many, this is another sign of shifting global power. If China's claims are confirmed, a new high-tech arms race is likely. Diplomatic efforts to control these weapons will be crucial, but prospects are dim. The world is now more dangerous. The challenge is to manage this threat before it spirals out of control. That's all for now. What do you think? Is it true or not? Comment your opinion below. If you want to support me and the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. See you in the next video.